Boom. Yep. 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 Okay. They can't kill my Haunt of Hightower, they're dead. My fair citizens of Sodium City, we have Scurry. So this is a super fun combo deck, I guess you would say. It's almost mid-rangey, but I guess definitely more combo-y. Our win condition for this deck is going to be one thing: Haunt of Hightower. So Haunt of Hightower, amazing card, one of my favorites. It's a pet card of mine that I very, very rarely get to use, but it's a 6-mana vampire that has flying and lifelink. It is a 3/3, so it's a little bit expensive, but whenever it attacks, target opponent discards a card, which is awesome. But whenever a card is put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, put a +1/+1 counter on it. So all we got to do is make them put a ton of cards either from their library into their graveyard, from their hand to their graveyard, from the battlefield to the graveyard. That's all we got to do, and then we just swing at them for a bajillion, right? Simple. Alternatively, our win condition is going to be Ashiok Dreamrender, which is a 3-mana planeswalker. Love it, one of my favorites. Spells and abilities your opponents control can't cause their controller to search their library, so if they're getting a Fabled Passage or a Cultivate, it just goes whomp, 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 and they can't search their library, and usually they end up surrendering at that point because shame conceived, right? But it's a 5 loyalty planeswalker, which is great, but has the -1 of target player puts the top 4 cards of their library into their graveyard, then exile each opponent's graveyard. Now, for the most part, we're going to be milling ourselves. We're going to target ourselves with this ability 9 times out of 10, or I guess 4 times out of 5, whatever. But that's what we're going to be doing, and we're going to feed the rest of our combo because of that. But we can also win by milling out the opponent if we just do it over and over again, right? As for our ramp, we don't really have any. We have Binding the Old Gods, and that's basically it, and you can barely call that ramp. It's a 4-mana removal spell, just destroy target non-land permanent opponent controls, and then the next turn you search your library for a forest card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, shuffle your library. That's the only actual ramp that we have in the deck. Everything else is just kind of there. As for our card advantage, however, we only have a little bit, but the stuff that we have is also very weird at the same time. So we have 2 Abundant Harvest, which is a really good card, actually. I would like to go up. I just don't think I can change anything right now because the deck seems really tight the way it is. But Abundant Harvest, just a 1 green sorcery. Choose land or non-land. Reveal the cards from the top of your library until you reveal the chosen kind. Put the card in your hand and the rest of the bottom of your library in a random order. This is just amazing because if you're getting flooded, you can get a card you can cast. If you are getting mana screwed, you can get a land. Just guaranteed, right? It's an amazing card. I highly recommend it. Just playing it in general. I use it in every single green deck I have because it's just fucking amazing. Everything else is just gonna kind of be more in the form of recursion. So we have Bala Ged Recovery, which is a land, but also is a 3-mana return target card from your graveyard to your hand. And we will most always be getting Eerie Ultimatum from there, which I guess you could call it card advantage, but not really. That's essentially what our win condition is. But other card advantage, Binding of the Titans. Each player puts top 3 cards of their library to their graveyard. So we're going to mill 3. We're also going to have them mill 3. The next turn, exile up to 2 target cards from graveyards. For each creature card exiled this way, we gain a life. So it's a little bit life gain, but not really. And then the last one is return target creature or land card from your graveyard to your hand. This is great because we are feeding our graveyard with Stitcher, Supplier, and Mire Triton, so we can do that. Or, again, if we need a land, we can get a land. So it does have card advantage aspects because we do get to get a land into our hand, helping guarantee those land drops so that we can get to our late game of Eerie Ultimatum. We also have Grisly Salvage, which is probably one of the best cards to come out in the new historic anthologies. It's amazing. It's just a 2-mana instant. Reveal the top 5 cards of your library. You may put a creature or land card from among them, put it in your hand, the rest in your graveyard. So once again, this just feeds your Eerie Ultimatum like crazy. It helps guarantee your land drop, or you can get your Stitcher Supplier or Mire Triton, something like that. So the combo of this deck is going to be Haunt of Hightower with Fall of the Thran. So Fall of the Thran is a 6-mana enchantment. When it comes into play, destroy all lands. This includes yours. But Haunt of Hightower, whenever a card is put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, it gets a +1/+1 counter. So this is a 6-mana creature and a 6-mana enchantment. So that's a lot of mana. What we're going to do is we're going to cast Eerie Ultimatum to get both of those onto the battlefield at the same time. So Eerie Ultimatum, 7 mana, return any number of permanent cards with different names from your graveyard to the battlefield. So ideally, we'll get Fall of the Thran, Haunt of Hightower, and Ashiok Dreamrender at the same time, right? So Fall of the Thran, when it comes into play, destroy all lands. If they have 10 lands in play, for example, Haunt of Hightower comes into play, Fall of the Thran comes into play, and then boom, 10 lands blown up on their side. Haunt of Hightower is a 13/13. And then we get Ashiok Dreamrender out as well. We're going to use the -1 on the opponent because we also have Haunt of Hightower. So we're going to take the top 4 cards of their library, put it into their graveyard, and then exile Haunt of Hightower. Since the card is going from anywhere into their graveyard, it's going to get another +4/+4. So it's a 17/17. And then we're like, okay, go. The next turn, we're going to put 2 lands back onto the battlefield from Fall of the Thran. But again, Haunt of Hightower is at that point a 17/17. When we attack, we're going to force them to discard a card, which once again puts a 1/1 counter on Haunt of Hightower, making it 18/18. Ashiok can -1 again, putting 4 cards in the graveyard, giving Haunt of Hightower another 4. You know, it's 22 lifelink, flying. It's ridiculous. Super fun combo. You get to destroy all lands. You get to exile their graveyard. You get to swing in with a big dick creature. You get to do all the fun things that you want in one deck. What else is there? That's all you need. I am going to say that this deck is the truth. It's amazing. I had so much fun with it. You could do a little bit of tweaking here and there. It does need a little bit of life gain if you run into a bunch of burn decks. But outside of that, it doesn't really have any bad matchups. So if you build this and take it home, it's going to only run you 33 rares and 4 mythics. It's a Strider Stone budget. But if you do take it, make sure to let me know your success rate in the comments section below. You can get the deck list in the description. It'll just be in text, or it'll have a link to my Aether Hub site, or you can click on the card that's at the top right-hand corner of this video. It'll take you right to the deck list there as well. And as for yesterday's comment question of the day, I asked you, do you think that Time Warp should have been banned so early? Do you think other cards should have been banned instead or on top of that? Here are your answers. And if you want your comment featured in these videos, make sure that you answer the comment question of the day every single day, 7 days a week in the comment section below. Stay salty and enjoy the games. All right. We added a few more green-black sources. I'm hoping that fixes it. I think I only took out 1 white source, I think. So we don't have double white for this, but I think it's okay. Do get to go first. We get this down. Then we can go into this and then foretell the Doomskar. Lion King? Oh no. Mufasa! Where is it? Gotta throw this in the Discord server. Mufasa. No idea if that's how you spell his name. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Don't really like Lion King. That's right, I said it. Yeah. I love that this is fucking instant. It's so good. Oh. They debated me with the Arch of Erazka. Okay, let's get this. I mean, technically I didn't need any of that, but... maybe I should have Ixalan's Bind. If they play another one, I'll feel real bad, but I kind of want to save the binding for something a little bit better, like a Sorin. Dread Presence, for sure. Just go ahead and do that now. Let's just go ahead and do that now. Now, it depends if they're running that 2 mana, destroy target creature and enchantment, you lose life equal to the mana value. What is that card called? You know what I'm talking. It's a 2 mana black sorcery. Sign of Blood. I like it. Good card. Good card. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cool. And I do have Ashiok in here. I could discard a card. And I'm definitely doing that. Let's return Ashiok. And then next turn, I'll Ashiok down tick myself. Try to get more stuff in the graveyard. I hope they can't kill it. I mean, even if they kill it, doesn't matter. I'll just bring back with the Eerie Ultimatum, but... if we can get a Fall of Thran. So, please don't have a Bazooka Bog. Please don't have a Bazooka Bog. Please don't have an Ashiok. Please don't have anything that exiles my graveyard right now. Rude. Rude. Okay. They can kill my Ashiok, which would be sad. I don't know if they necessarily... they gotta care though, right? Because they know? Yeah. So the Knight doesn't even get more powerful because it's not doing any damage to me. And that's the requirement. It's like if a player lost life. That was not stuff. I should have checked what was in the graveyard. I thought I had a lot more shit in the graveyard. I had spells in the graveyard, but I did not have permanents. I had no permanents. So... Aha! Great draw. Great draw. Exactly what I needed. Alright, didn't really get a whole lot out of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we get a binding, 2 stitchers, an Eerie. We don't really get all that much back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I would need 13 to do both of those. Let's not do anything. So we have 10, so I can't, if they kill that Ashiok. I mean, even if they don't, right? If they don't kill the Ashiok, that would be ideal because I'll downtick myself and then I'll play this Ashiok, downtick myself, and then I'll Eerie Ultimatum. Which is hopefully a lot, right? Oh, beautiful. All right, just don't have another one. As long as you don't have another one. Cool. I was worried about that one. Ow. Ooh, Haunt of Hightower too? Beautiful. Black, 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 green. Boom. Yep. 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 Okay. They can't kill my Haunt of Hightower, they're dead. Swinging in for the win. Yeah. No, I wanted that. All right. Easy game? Is it easy? I mean, that was pretty easy. I mean, that Dread Presence, Immortal Sun, Sign in Blood, Ethereal Flow, discard 2 cards, control a vampire, lose 2 life, you gain 2 life. Like, this is some weird mono black mid-range, like Immortal. I really like the fact that they have Immortal Sun. That's sweet. But it is like some, is it mid-range? I have no idea. Let me know in the comments section below if you think this is mid-range or not. Haunt of Hightower. Best card ever. As long as they're running cards that mill both players at the same time, it's fantastic. And that's why Binding of the Titans is a great card. I go first. Now the question is, do I play... You know what, let's do this anyway. They know. They know we have Haunt of Hightower. Stop looking at my graveyard. Go away. Leave it alone. It's hidden. It's hidden.
And stop staring at me with them big old eyes.
Ooh, I need to put Tower in this deck. I'm out of blue tempo. No? Izzet Phoenix? It could be Izzet Phoenix. I haven't seen Izzet Phoenix in a minute. Which is great. I hate tempo. Energy. Teamer energy? I'm just gonna cycle that. Even though it's a really good land to have on the battlefield right now. We're just gonna Ixalan's binding this bitch right here. This should be able to help us as well. All right, I mean, this is great. The Brazen Bar? Actually don't, I mean, obviously they have Ugin, probably Olamog. We're gonna have to start milling ourselves, so Binding of the Titans is kind of a necessity. I may have to Bala to get back in Ixalan's Binding, depending on what they play, but I think I want to save that for the Eerie Ultimatum whenever we play it. It's a lot of energy. And yeah, we have like no white, so I have to play this as a white. Narset. Okay, so we put some good shit on top, or on bottom. Grisly Salvage is nice. I might do Binding the Old Gods, because it's also ramp. So we're threatening removal with this. That's basically what we're doing. So up to 2 cards from graveyards. Creature exiled this way, gain a life. We're not gaining any life. But I can exile a couple cards. Good enough for me. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 2 turns. Need to get a land. I also need to mill myself. A lot. I need to mill myself, like right now. Next turn, they can Ugin. Which is very bad. Very bad. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. And yeah, so if they Ugin minus, get back their Aetherworks Marvel. Okay, they didn't do that, which is great. We just have to hope they don't get an Ugin off the top here. Okay, that's fine. I am perfectly okay with this. And I'm just binding. Turn target creature or land. I don't have a Stitcher in here, do I? No. Do you have a shock land? which will get me Eerie Ultimatum mana. I don't like this. Huh, it does return it to my hand. Oh. That was a close one. That was a close one. I almost did that. Almost. I almost did that. I almost did that. The little stitcher that could. Oh. An Ashiok would be really nice, actually. So we'd get a haunt. It would require them to deal with the haunt. Let's just do this. See what happens. I'm assuming they sacrifice that. Aha! Aha! Now have a 7/7. Do you have that Olamog? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or Ugin. Do you have the Ugin? Like, do you have Settle the Wreckage? Damn, I should have done that first. Boo! Nice. I should have done it first. I should have done it first. The punt is real. All right, I have a bigger Haunt of Hightower than your energy counter. Pog. Oh, this is great. I like it. Haunt of Hightower. It's a great card. See, I'm telling all of you, nobody believes me when I say Haunt of Hightower is a great card. The old Whereas, oh shit. Who ropes a Haunt of Hightower? I mean, they probably roped it. Oh. They all rope it up. This is a great deck. This is a great deck. Yeah. I like it. I like it. Haunt of Hightower. Such a good card. Such a good card. Plain and simple. Well. Hey, it's Ichigo again. Kurosaki Ichigo. I don't remember what this person was playing. I don't remember what I don't remember why we lost. That's right. It was Bant Flyers or some shit. Yeah, we just played this person 2 games ago. Not last game, but the game before that. I will take a land here, but, you know. I wonder why they didn't attack. Interesting. Okay, this is good. Beautiful. And we get to exile. Get to gain 1 life for each creature exiled. We get to exile 2. Awesome. We like it. We're gonna Ixalan's Binding the fuck out of that. Let's see if they sacrifice it in response. They do not. Couldn't they have? Sacrifice it. I mean, yeah. They could have sacrificed it. Maybe they could have Brazen Borrow or something. Obviously. They could definitely have a way to get rid of it, and that's why. Definitely possible. Easy. Okay, we're ramping. We're doing shit. Sad. Wait. But we were winning. Hey, I let you win last time. Can't you let me win this time? Fucking Ichigo. What a bitch. Bant Flyers. Interesting. That Lavinia card is kind of a pain in the ass to deal with, but luckily some people don't know that you can just sacrifice it to avoid the passive of some cards. Now, I don't want Haunt of Hightower in my opening. Ugh. Ugh. No! Leave me alone!
Leave me alone!
Okay. As long as I can exile 2 creatures. 1 is fine-ish. We do have 2 white sources though. As long as we live for 2 more turns. We have a Haunt of Hightower in our graveyard. Fuck. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm at 6 life on turn fucking 2. Turn 2. Am I at 3? I'm at 1. You think they have a burn spell? Don't kill me, bro. All right. They didn't kill me. I have a couple lands. Damn it. Shit. Well, we tried, right? gonna have to take a break and turn the air conditioning on. Dude, it gets so fucking hot in here. It is... Unfortunately, my air conditioning system, it's like just the passive fan, or... It's not even like the fan. Maybe it's the fan. I don't know what the fuck it is, but it's like a rumble, and it picks up on the mic as like an ambient thing. And so I can't run it either when I'm recording or when I'm streaming. And right now it's 81 degrees out. It's 9 p.m. and it's 81 degrees outside. So it's like, sweet baby Randy. And that's outside. It's probably way hotter than that in here. It's probably about 90 degrees because I have like a light here, 2 lights here, all that other stuff. Let's foretell that. Absolutely, I'll take that. I will take that all day. I will, whatever you decided to put on top, I will exile it. Lightning axe. Sure. It's like, I kind of don't really want to mill myself until I get an Eerie Ultimatum. Oh, I have Bala Geds. It's fine. I have Balas. Mm-hmm. Is this another one? Ooh, Sprite Dragon. You being all fancy. How dare you? Alright, let's go and just get this Eerie Ultimatum right here. Yeah. I don't really have a ton of stuff in the graveyard. I don't have the stuff I want. Not yet, anyway. I do have another Binding the Old Gods. If they play another permanent, that's probably for the best. I'm assuming they're looking for a counterspell, but I'm not 100% sure. Okay. So if they cast 2 more spells, that's gonna hurt a lot. Okay, that's 1. Didn't go face. So right now I'm taking 6 damage. Let's see. Let's destroy that. Finding that. I'm assuming that means they have 2 burn spells. Or 3, or 4, or 5. Could have a bajillion things, right? Faithless looting, okay. I'm not really getting anything out of this Eerie Ultimatum right now. So I'm probably going to Doomskar. I'm gonna attack and then Doomskar. If I live, which it looks like I do, I'm gonna Doomskar, kill my Mire Triton, bring it back. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. Okay, cool. There we go. Let's get this. There it is. All right. I have 9 turns. Turn 2 lands, that one and that one. Ooh, got a Phoenix, got another Phoenix. I mean, I wish I had one of my Haunt of Hightowers in the top 50 cards, but you know, what are you gonna do? Let's go and just try to get a land. I have no idea. Okay, I do have a land. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm perfectly okay with you drawing a couple lands or a couple cards. I don't know what all they have left. Okay. These don't have a bolt. Oh my gosh. That was so close. Neither of us had libraries. Oh my god, I went down to 1. I was at 3 multiple times. I went up to 5. I went down, like, I was so close to dead so many times. Alright, that was probably one of the best games I've had in quite some time. That was close as fuck. So everything I've seen tonight, or a lot of what I've seen tonight, is mono brown and mono red. which are quite unfun decks to play against. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a huge fan. It's like mono red burn. It's not even mono red aggro. I almost feel there's a lot less counterplay to mono red burn unless you're running counter spells. Mono red burn is just so fucking good. Not like I think I'm the only one that thinks that way, so it's probably really bad, and my decks are just really bad. Maybe they're just anti-jank. Maybe mono red burn is just anti-jank. There's nothing I can do. Have a few lands. Bant blink again. I've seen a lot of this fucking deck too. Should have blinked that. Then you would have 2 untapped creatures, then you could have scryed 2. I mean, this is great. I don't have any untapped lands. Whatever though, because I'm gonna Ashiok and say fuck you to your 2 top. What did I get? Glint Nest Crane, a Charming Prince, or it was a land and something else. Alright, look at the top 4 cards, and what? Look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal an artifact card from among them, put it in your hand, the rest at the bottom of your library. Oh, is this Blue Devotion using that one thing in my bob? The 4 mana owl thingy? Just kidding. It's like, do I really want to lose my second Ashiok? So what I think I'll do is I will just settle the wreckage here. And they get 4 lands. They can Golos, get their shit next turn. But I do get to Ashiok. Wait, they have no basics? Oh, this is great. That's great. I love it when they have no basics. That's hilarious. Oh, 2 Panharmonicons? Awesome. Yeah, all right. So the reason I'm doing that is because I don't have a Bala, and I don't have an Eerie Ultimatum. So it's like a 2-in-1. I'm gonna fucking kill that thing. I'm doing that so I can just cycle this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I can get a thing. I should have saved that binding. I don't know why I did that. On land. I mean, sure, why not? Why not? Let's see if this fucks me. Okay, okay, this is fine. This is fine. Wish I still had my Ashiok. Okay, I did not expect the net. I guess I should have expected it. I didn't, but I should have. One of those things. I feel like I put off playing Fall of the Thran too long. They have learned. They have learned. How unfortunate. This is really fucking bad now. Oh, fuck me. All right, cool. We have the thing. We can do the stuff. This is good. This is good. I assume they have a counterspell, right? Or they just didn't care, I guess. Make it a big boy. Oh, gain life. Now make it a big boy. That one. That one. Yeah. Sweet. Okay. Well, that was rude. Okay. Let's do this. Blow up all the things. Do that. Yeah. Do this. Exile all your shit. Yeah, and now you surrender. Because you can't crew that. But you had 2 cards. You had more cards in your hand than I did. You had the advantage. You had the advantage. I only had a couple permanents. Only a couple. You were fine. Fine. At the end of the day, this deck ended up going 6-6. However, the worst matchups are going to be Mono Red Burn, mono red Cavalcade, and mono brown. So those are the worst matchups, and they're the ones that feel the hardest, and of course those were the ones that we ended up matching up against the most. So 4 of our losses actually came from those decks, so that's why the discrepancy is pretty bad. However, against everything else, the deck seemed easy. I mean, every win just seemed pretty easy. As long as we weren't just missing all of our cards, then we didn't really have any problems with anything. It was perfectly fine. So depending on what you end up running into on the ladder, you could change this to add additional life gain, which would pretty much be the best thing you could do in this situation. Maybe add a couple creatures that gain life when they enter the battlefield, whether it's Thrag Tusk, something like that, maybe a Sifter Worm or something, because we're bringing back everything from the graveyard anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But you may need something a little bit earlier on. Not exactly sure what you could do with that, but maybe Teo, something that gives you hexproof. I don't think the white Leyline would be a good option, but it's something that exists. And of course, my favorite option would be the Cosmos Elixir, but again, that is 4 mana. It's pretty difficult to get 4 mana when you're going up against a burn deck. So maybe you just need some early single target removal. It's possible that you could just get something as simple as the card that gives -2/-2 and you gain 2 life. It's 1 black, 1 colorless. Instant. You know what I'm talking about. I don't remember what card that is, but if you add in that card, it would probably be pretty good in this deck, yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. If you made it to this point, it means you either really enjoyed the video or you fell asleep and I'm waking you up now. Either way, thank you for all the support. I really do appreciate it. If you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification, come out with videos 7 days a week.